Welcome, Peaky Blinders fans. Let's get into it. We'll be going over why things may be dark this season. Then we'll touch on how Season 6 has been a long time coming. Afterwards, we'll learn that some stars are still mourning the loss of Helen McCrory. Then we learn there may be a movie coming next year. And if you happen to be in the area, we'll let you know a few film location sites you can visit. Firstly, things may be dark this season, according to Stephen Knight. Peaky Blinders' final season airs at the end of this month. The show creator, Stephen Knight, told how the upcoming season will be on a bigger scale. He also mentioned how some characters will face the most jeopardy they've ever faced. Fans are eager to find out what will happen next for Tommy Shelby, after we last saw things on a cliffhanger at the end of the last season. Over the course of Season 5, Tommy was suspicious that Michael Gray was betraying him. When they all had a meeting at the Garrison pub, Michael asked that the company be reformed with him on the top of their drug expansion. He had hinted to Tommy that he would now oversee their expansion while dealing with Gina Gray's family and other contacts. Michael claimed to be a part of the new upcoming generation of men who aren't affected by war. His scheme would lead to Tommy being demoted to an associate member. Tommy ended up rejecting the plan, but Michael said he would still fight for it regardless. Being the next season is coming quickly, Stephen teased what the future can hold. In a recent interview, he said, "The characters really go through it now. They're up against demons, enemies, fascists. The scale is bigger, and there's a dark energy. It's the most jeopardy they've ever faced. We were shadowing current events in the last series, the rise of nationalism, populism, fascism. It all started to look eerily relevant." Cast member Cillian Murphy also describes the next season as dark as hell. He wasn't able to divulge too much information, but he teased whether or not the leader of the gang could find redemption in the coming finale. Next, the 6th season has been coming for a while now. The coming final season was almost underway for production when the pandemic hit in 2020. Now, 2 years later, we're finally getting the finale we've been waiting for. Filming for the 6th season was supposed to start in March 2020 and end in July. Then the new season was going to be released at the end of 2020 or sometime in 2021. The series will drop February 27th, and on March 20th, the episodes will hit everywhere internationally. A majority of the clan will be coming back to the screen, as well as some new faces. In the new season, we'll be seeing more of Gina and her family, in addition to learning the coming plot. This will all be happening in the loom of World War II, with Cillian calling it a gothic and heavy storyline. Murphy had also hinted that a good amount of the coming season will be close to home. So what could come after the 6th season? Screenwriter Stephen Knight said, "My plan from the beginning was to end Peaky with a movie. That is what's going to happen. It's up in the air as to where the story goes after the coming season, and Murphy hasn't said whether he's interested or not in following the project." It has been said the story doesn't end in the 6th season though. Show member Byrne had said Peaky is back and with a bang. After the enforced production delay due to the COVID pandemic, we find the family in extreme jeopardy and the stakes have never been higher. We believe this will be the best series of all and are sure that our amazing fans will love it. Sophie Rundle, along with other cast members, share how they're still mourning the loss of co-star Helen McCrory. Sophie, who plays Ada Thorne, spoke about the loss of fellow cast member Helen, saying she was the heart of the show. Helen had passed away last year before the release of the 6th season. Helen wasn't able to film any of her roles as Aunt Polly in the coming season due to her previous diagnosis with cancer. Cillian stated the final season will be a tribute to Helen. Sophie said in an interview that the entire cast and crew were devastated by the loss, especially because she was a part of their tight-knit family. Rundle added, "Helen pushed you to be better because she didn't take laziness at all. She made Polly so mercurial and so exciting to watch because she had that rare magic as an actor. She was one of my heroes before I got the job, so it was very intimidating when I first met her." Sophie added a personal moment with Helen, saying, "I remember getting the train home with Helen from Manchester to London. I had just been dumped by my boyfriend, and I told her, and went off to get us a couple coffees at the station. But when I came back, she said, 'I've been to Marks and Spencer and bought us wine.' She followed up by saying, 'I'm still reeling from losing her. It's still shocking. I just can't quite believe it. The grief hits me in waves." Sophie was asked if it felt weird or was different when it came time to film the 6th season, and she replied, "Very much so. I didn't really talk to people about this, but I'd always wanted to speak to her before some of my takes. She was very much there with me. I asked her for guidance." Next, Peaky Blinders movie starts filming in 2023. Stephen Knight said the film will start production sometime in 2023 and release the following year. Knight stated, "I'm going to write the feature, which will be set and shot in Birmingham, and that will probably be the end of the road for Peaky Blinders as we know it." He added that there could be related shows that fit in the same universe, but he was careful not to use the word spin-off because he doesn't like that word. Stephen said that the film studio in Birmingham he's a part of will have involvement in filming the movie. Students will get the opportunity to help with things on set through a program called Second Unit, where they will learn to assist with production. Stephen elaborated on the program, saying, "For too long, productions have taken very enthusiastic, very talented young people people and paid them nothing and had them make coffee and running around and doing nothing. It's a real shame. This academy is creating an environment that allows students to get hands-on experience in the field of work they want to be in. Stephen spoke in regards to the plot, and he said, "We are in development. It's a fully formed idea, and it has a beginning, middle, and end. And I think it's going to be a very fitting conclusion to the story I've told so far." Stephen originally wanted the storyline to end in 1939, but in a recent interview he said, "I have revised the scope of what it is. It will now go into and beyond the Second World War, because I just think the energy is out there in the world for this. I want to keep it going, and I want to see how this can progress beyond that. I think of the 6th series as the end of the beginning." Lastly, Peaky Blinders locations you can visit. One of the filming locations you can visit is the Black Country Living Museum, and is notably one of the best places to go. It is the set of Charlie's Yard, and also the spot where Ada met Freddie, and is the spot where Father Hughes was killed. There are plaques around the museum that are the specific locations of the scenes filmed. For those who are hardcore fans, the museum hosts a Peaky Blinders night, and you can get dressed up and even bet on horses, and haircuts are available, and some get a Shelby haircut. On the same day, street performers are putting on action shows throughout the night. Another location is the Arley Hall, which is a stunning home that was built anywhere from 1832 to 1845, and is used as Tommy's house later on in the series. The hall was used to film many other shows, such as Antiques Roadshow. One of the most popular locations is Powis Street in Liverpool, which is Watery Lane in the show, and where we first met Tommy as he rode his horse down the smoky street. The street looks nothing like the show. In real life, it's sunny and vibrant. Apart from streets and halls, we take a turn to the railroad tracks. There are a few different railroad tracks the show films on, but we'll touch on Cayley and Worth Valley Railway. Major Campbell and Grace filmed a dramatic scene at this train station. There you have it, Peaky Blinders fans. We gave you all the pressing and upcoming news about the new seasons. We touched on how cast members are still mourning the loss of co-star Helen McCrory. We let you know the date the new season will be coming, and how we've been waiting nearly 2 years for the 6th season. We also let you know a Peaky Blinders movie will be coming, most likely in 2023, and we even gave you insight to a few filming locations. Let us know what thoughts you have about the new season and how psyched you are for the coming film down below. And stay tuned for the season 6 release.